right, good evening and welcome everyone. As Township Manager and Township Secretary, I will start off this evening. On November 4th, 2025, in the general election, there were 3 at-large council seats on the ballot. 3 individuals obtained the largest number of votes. Dr. Ruth Patterson with 5,661 votes, Elizabeth Thompson with 5,623 votes, John McCarty with 5,571 votes. These results have been certified by the Montgomery County Board of Elections and the Pennsylvania Secretary of State. I'll ask, is Dr. Ruth Patterson present this evening?
I am.
Is Elizabeth Thompson present this evening?
I am.
Is John McCarty present this evening?
I am.
I will now ask our Pennsylvania State Representative Melissa Serrato and Judge Todd Stevens to come forward to administer the oaths of office. We will go alphabetically, starting with John McCarty.
Don't put it over there, right? No, leave it for the lights right here.
Yep. Yep. Good, how are you? Let's make it good. Congratulations. Thank you. So you probably want to be here. We should switch.
All right, place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, John McCarty,
I, John McCarty,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend,
that I will report, support,
obey,
and obey,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws of the United States of America.
and the laws of the United States of America,
The Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws of this Commonwealth,
and the laws of this Commonwealth,
and the ordinances of Horsham Township.
and the ordinance of Horsham Township.
I will, during my term of office,
I will, during the term of my office,
perform the duties
perform the duties
of a member of the Horsham Township Council
of a member of the Horsham Township Council
in Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
and Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Dr. Patterson? All right, Ruth?
Yeah, okay.
The more the merrier.
Of course. So put one hand.
Left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand.
Yes, sir.
And then please repeat after me. I, Dr. Ruth Patterson,
I, Dr. Ruth Patterson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States of America.
and laws of the United States of America,
The Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of this Commonwealth
and laws of this Commonwealth,
and the ordinances of Horsham Township.
and the ordinances of Horsham Township.
I will, during my term of office,
during my term of office,
perform the duties
perform the duties
of a member of the Horsham Township Council
as a member of the Horsham Township Council
in Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
in Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, honey.
Thanks. All right, and Liz?
Okay. Good job, buddy.
Left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. And please repeat after me. I, Elizabeth Thompson,
I, Elizabeth Thompson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States of America,
and laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of this Commonwealth,
and laws of this Commonwealth,
and the ordinances of Horsham Township.
and the ordinances of Horsham Township.
I will,
I will,
during my term of office,
during my term of office,
perform the duties
perform the duties
of a member of the Horsham Township Council
of a member of the Horsham Township Council
in Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
in Horsham Township, Montgomery County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. If Ruth, John, and Liz can come back to the side room, we have some documents for you to sign, and then they'll be able to take their seats. Why don't we take a minute and congratulate our new elected officials. I will now turn things over to Councilwoman Slaff to start the meeting.
Call this meeting to order, and we can all rise for the pledge. Next time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mic's on now. All right.
The first item on the agenda is election of the following council positions: President, Vice President, and Council Treasurer. I will turn it over to Mr. Gilda Walker to see if you want to say anything. No? Okay. All right. Do we have a motion?
I nominate Samantha Slaff as Council President, Ellen Chonky as Council Vice President, Elizabeth Thompson as Council Treasurer.
I second.
Voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oh, okay. We'll pause.
Oops. You got a camera.
Like they knew who was getting elected.
You may want to tell her not to talk.
And no laughing.
Great. Thank you. The next item is opportunity for questions and comments from the public. Do we have any?
I just wanted to take a moment to welcome our newest council members up to the dais. We are so excited to have you here with us, and also to welcome Representative Serrato to the microphone for a few brief comments as well.
It's unplugged.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight with Horsham in celebration of our newest council members. I am so excited to be here as we officially swore in Dr. Ruth Patterson, John McCarty, and Elizabeth Thompson. Watching each of you take your oath of office is so meaningful as a reminder of why public service matters. And I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each of you as you begin your new chapters. Stepping into leadership in a moment filled with pride, purpose, and possibility. It's also a moment that stays with you. I remember my first swearing in 3 years ago, and the excitement and also the responsibility I felt at that moment. And I hope that you will allow yourselves to feel both the weight and the joy of this milestone. As you begin this journey, I want to share a few pieces of advice that have guided me and many others who have served before us. Number 1, listen deeply and often. The most powerful insights come from the people who stop you in the grocery store, who send an email, who have some concerns that they share at a meeting. Their stories will shape the work that you do in ways that you would never expect. 2, Nurture your relationships. The bonds you build with your colleagues, the staff, and the community partners will carry you through the toughest days and will make the good days even better. Lead with openness. Transparency is not just a practice, it's a promise. Clear communication builds trust, especially when decisions are complex and emotions run high. Give yourself grace to grow. None of us came into these roles knowing everything. Asking questions, seeking guidance, and making the ability to learn as you go is not to be seen as a weakness. Those are the things that build strong leaders. And last, hold on to the long view. The daily work matters, but so does the vision that you help secure for future generations. Some of the most meaningful work that you will accomplish will not be seen while you're in office, but will take time to bloom and will be seen for generations to come. I'm genuinely excited to see that the energy, the compassion, and the perspective that each one of you carries into this position for Horsham Township. Thank you for stepping up to serve. Our community is better for it. And congratulations again, and welcome to the incredible journey you're about to begin. The next item on the agenda is to appoint the voting delegate and an alternate delegate to the PSATS convention on April 19th to the 22nd of 2026.
For those that might not be aware, PSAT stands for the Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors. Horsham Township is a second-class community with a home rule charter. So PSAT represents all second-class townships across the Commonwealth, and there's over 1,800 communities. So that's the state association, and that's their convention held in April.
Have a motion.
I nominate Ellen Chunky to be the voting delegate and Samantha Slaff as the alternate to the Pennsylvania State Association of Townships of the second class.
I second.
Voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I move to adopt the list as proposed as the meeting schedule for 2026.
Second.
Just before you take a vote on it, so we will publicize this. Historically in Horsham, council meetings have been the second Wednesday and fourth Mondays. So council is switching that to the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday. So this is a change that we'll be advertising out there. The only difference throughout this coming year in 26 is November. So November will be the first Wednesday and the third Wednesday because of Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. So again, council meetings will be the second Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday, and starting at 6 o'clock p.m. So we'll do a lot of advertising and marketing of that meeting change since we historically have met at different days and different times.
This again is a voice vote, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next item on the agenda is to appoint to consider the following appointments for the vacancies across our boards and commissions.
Second.
Our appointments tonight represent a broad range of experiences, background, and interest. We are grateful to everyone who has expressed interest, and specifically to those we are nominating for appointment tonight to start or continue new terms in 2026. I nominate Veronica Hill Milbourne to a one-year appointment to the Vacancy Board.
Is there a second?
Second.
And as to discussion, Veronica Hill Milbourne is a previous Horsham Township Council member, having served alongside Bill Gallagher. Veronica is a fair-minded individual, and while we hope not to have to call on our vacancy chair anytime soon, we know that we will be in good hands with Veronica.
It's been moved.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Karina Caddick to a 4-year appointment to the Planning Commission.
Second.
Karina Caddick is being appointed to the Planning Commission. We first met Karina at an interest session for our comprehensive plan. She was there both as a resident and as the secretary of the County Planning Commission. We feel Karina is an invaluable asset to our township and to our Planning Commission. She is aware of what is happening both in Horsham and beyond.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I nominate Jeffrey Martell to a 4-year appointment to the Planning Commission.
Second.
Jeffrey Martell has agreed to continue on the Planning Commission. Jeff brings a wealth of knowledge from his time on the Planning Commission and his time previously with the Fire Department, which gives him important background regarding fire safety. Having observed a Planning Commission meeting, I was impressed with Jeff's focus on sidewalk access and walkability while considering plans.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Daniel Fuchs to a 2-year appointment to the Planning Commission.
Second.
Daniel Fuchs requested appointment to boards and commissions back in April of 2024. He comes with a strong professional background in this area and has already taken the initiative previously to take the county's course on planning.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
I
Passes unanimously. Sorry.
I move to nominate Valerie Miebert to a 5-year appointment to the Horsham Water and Sewer Authority.
I second.
Valerie Miebert is I scrolled down too far, is a retired senior project manager engineer and expressed interest in supporting our community. Having reviewed her resume, we identified that the Water Sewer Authority would be a great fit for Valerie's skill set and experience.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
I move to nominate Janine Solly to a 5-year appointment to the Park and Recreation Board.
I second.
Janine Solly is continuing her service to the Parks and Rec Board. Janine has been a dedicated volunteer. If you came to our eco-event this past fall, you might have seen Janine greeting and directing residents to electronic recycling, shredding, and tree pickup. We are grateful to Janine for continuing to bring great ideas and a willingness to help with our Parks and Rec Board.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
I move to nominate Kelly McPeak to a 5-year appointment to the Park and Recreation Board.
Second.
Kelly McPeak is a new appointee to our Parks and Rec Board. Kelly first expressed interest back in 2021 and brings a dynamic set of experiences, having worked with youth and sport, in private and public education, and as an event planner. We know Kelly will be an asset to the Parks and Rec Board.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I move to nominate Christopher Wolcott to a 4-year appointment to the Park and Recreation Board.
Second.
Christopher Wolcott is being appointed to fill the final vacancy on our Parks and Rec Board. Christopher has experience with our Horsham Little League program and brings a passion for parity in the opportunities for our athletes where it pertains to maintaining and improving the quality of our playing fields across the township.
Seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Colleen Rodriguez to a 4-year appointment to the Police Pension Advisory Board.
Second.
Colleen Rodriguez served previously on the Historical Advisory Commission, but her professional experience in pension management suited her for our Police Pension Advisory Board. We look forward to her support of our police pension.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I nominate Susan Chiriayeva to a 5-year appointment to the Horsham Industrial and Commercial Development Authority.
Second.
Susan Chiriayeva reached out in 2024 with interest in serving the community. Susan was connected with Horsham through the Business Association and the Chamber of Commerce. As a community bank manager with First Trust Bank, we know she will be an asset to the Industrial Commercial Development Authority.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I nominate Keith Howarth to a 3-year appointment to the Zoning Hearing Board.
Second.
Keith Howarth is our appointee to the Zoning Hearing Board. Keith is the Senior Vice President of Laboratory Operations at NMS Labs here in Horsham. Keith expressed a willingness to serve our community back in February of 2024, and we are happy to have him join our Zoning Hearing Board.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
I nominate Deanna Martin to a 5-year appointment to the Environmental Advisory Board.
Second.
Deanna Martin is continuing to serve on the Environmental Advisory Board after starting as an associate member and then a full member for 1 term. She has brought educational opportunities from the Penn State Extension Education Program. She brought Birdtown status to Horsham and is the coordinator of the Jarrett Nature Center, bringing hands-on environmental education opportunities to our students here in Hatboro Horsham and our community at large through programming year-round.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Kelly Eberly Bodefer to a 5-year appointment to the Historical Advisory Commission.
Second.
Kelly Eberly Bodefer, previously served on our library board and will now begin a term serving on our Historical Advisory Commission. One of her areas of practice as a lawyer is real estate law, which will be a great asset to the Historical Advisory Commission.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Eric Glemser to a 3-year appointment to the Historical Advisory Commission. Eric Glemser has served on Horsham Council and the Parks and Rec Board previously. Eric also expressed interest in the Historical Advisory Commission as he has deep roots and vested interest in both the history and the future of Horsham.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Milton Coons to a 3-year appointment to the Library Board of Directors.
Second.
Milton Coons, or Milt, is continuing his work with the Library Board. As a dedicated volunteer in the community, you might recognize Milt from his work with the Horsham Farmers Market and an integral faculty member at the Hatboro Horsham High School. Milt teaches government, politics, econ this semester, and AP psychology. He's also heavily involved with the drama department, guiding students in building sets and running lights and sound for the school's shows. We are fortunate to have Milt continuing in this key role for our community.
It's been moved and seconded.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I nominate Allison Keene to a 3-year appointment to the Library Board of Directors.
Second.
Allison Keene is also being appointed to our library board and comes with an impressive resume. In her interest letter, she noted past experiences teaching library science in the K-12 setting and her use and familiarity with library resources in the scope of her role as a program director, course developer, and faculty member at local universities. Beyond that, she is a parent to young kids and hopes to ensure a strong and dynamic future for our library.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Elizabeth Thompson to a 5-year appointment to the Horsham Land Redevelopment Authority.
Second.
Elizabeth Thompson is being sworn in as one of Council's newest members tonight, was sworn in, and is also being appointed to the Horsham Land Redevelopment Authority. Liz applied with interest in being appointed to the authority 2 years ago, and we know her knowledge of Horsham will be an asset to the authority and also provide a strong link between the authority and council.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. I nominate Natasha Scott Lawson to a 5-year appointment to the UCC Board of Appeals.
Second.
Our UCC Board of Appeals is one that requires a specific skill set with a background to pass on matters pertaining to building construction, with experience in either or all engineering, architecture, or construction. Natasha Scott Lawson is our appointee. She is a sheet metal worker with more than 25 years of experience.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I nominate Samantha Slaff to a 5-year appointment to the Military Installation, Remediation, and Infrastructure Authority, also known as MIRIA.
Second.
Samantha Slaff joins our MIRIA board this year. As a current council member, the link between the township's governing body and MIRIA is integral to its success. Sam reached out in 2021 to express interest in serving the community on a board or commission, and this opportunity is a good fit for our community and for Sam's leadership.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that is the end of that section. Okay. The next agenda item is for a disposition of, consider a resolution for a records disposition.
This allows our various departments throughout the township to follow state law about disposing of records. So it allows us to clean out some of our storage areas and file areas. You adopt this resolution, council adopts it every year at your organizational meeting, and then it gives the staff time throughout the year to dispose of records that they're legally allowed to do.
I move to adopt the resolution as proposed authorizing the disposition of records.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote.
Mr. McCarthy, how do you vote?
Aye.
Dr. Patterson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Thompson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Chunky, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Ms. Slaff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Next item up is to consider the appointment of the auditors for the 2025 records.
In your packets this evening, you have the proposal dated October 2nd from B. Bergvall and Company. They have been our public auditors for a number of years. They have submitted their proposal for $29,500 to do our audit for the 2025 records. It's slightly more than last year for the 2024 records. It was $28,500, so it went up $1,000 for this year.
I move to appoint B. Bergvall and Company. Is it not on? There you go. I move to appoint B. Bergvall and Company, PC, the township auditors for the 2025 financial records in accordance with their proposal dated October 2nd, 2025, in the amount of $29,500.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Next item up is to consider an appointment for the Horsham Township Solicitor.
I move to appoint Grimm, Beam, Thatcher, the Township Solicitor for 2026 in accordance to their proposal dated November 18th, 2025.
Second?
Just to offer a little explanation on this agenda item and the one following. So right after this, council will also be considering authorization for a request for proposals for township solicitor services. So the intention is to change township solicitor. Dave Keatley, who is our current solicitor from the firm of Grimbean and Thatcher, has agreed to stay on until the new solicitor comes on. He is also going to be taking 3 litigation matters that we are already in court. Judges do not like changes in attorneys in the middle of court cases. So Grimbean and Thatcher and Dave Keatley will keep those 3 litigation matters until they're resolved in the courts. I think we expect the new township solicitor to be on board either the end of January or early February.
Motion's been moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And then into the next item that Mr. Gilda Walker just explained is to consider and authorizing the township manager to prepare and release requests for proposals for the township solicitor services.
I move to authorize the township manager to prepare and release requests for proposals, RFP, for township solicitor services.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in, this is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Next item up is to consider the appointment of the Horsham Township engineer, Mr. Gilda Walker. Any comment on that?
I move to appoint Gilmer and Associates, the township engineer for 2026 in accordance with their proposal dated November 19th, 2025.
Second?
Been moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Next item up is to consider the appointment of the Horsham Township traffic consultant.
I move to appoint Michael Baker International, the township traffic engineer for 2026, in accordance with their proposal dated November 21st, 2025.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. The next item up is to establish the amount of performance and fidelity bond for the Director of Finance in her capacity and as tax collector for the township. Mr. Walker, any?
Yep. We work with the Montgomery County Treasurer's Office to bond our tax collector. It's historically been 1/3 of the total amount of real estate collections that we expect to receive in 2026, which is $1,983,000.
I move to establish $1,983,000 as the amount of the tax collector's bond for Mary Ann Holtz in her capacity as the tax collector.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. The next item up is to consider a resolution appointing various institutions as depositories of the township accounts and also authorizing various institutions as depositories for investment purposes.
Council sees this resolution at every organization meeting, so it appoints the two banks that we work with day-to-day operations, being Key Bank and Pliget, and then it also lists the depositories for investments. So it's a full list of banks and financial institutions. One thing that we make sure of is that every bank and every financial institution that is within the boundary geographical limits of Horsham are included in this investment list, and that gives our Director of Finance a good list of banks and financial institutions to invest our money in with. So that's your resolution this evening.
I move to adopt the resolution as proposed, appointing the various institutions as depositories for the township accounts and investment opportunities.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote.
Mr. McCarthy, how do you vote?
Aye.
Dr. Patterson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Thompson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Chunky, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Ms. Laff, how do you vote?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Next item up is to announce the signatures for the township accounts are as follows. I crossed off too soon. Consider a resolution. Next item up is to consider a resolution revising the township's fee schedule.
This is the fee schedule that we post online. This resolution that shows every fee that we charge in Horsham Township. There's very minor changes in our code enforcement section of the fee schedule for permits, and very minor changes in our section for park rentals. And other than that, everything remains the same.
I move to adopt the resolution amending the township fee schedule.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote.
Mr. McCarthy, how do you vote?
Aye.
Dr. Patterson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Thompson, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Chunky, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Ms. Laff, how do you vote?
I vote aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Now it's time to announce the signatures for the township accounts are as follows. All accounts other than payroll require the signature of two of the following: President or Treasurer and the Township Manager or Director of Finance. And the payroll accounts require the signature of the Manager or the Director of Finance. No comments on that?
Okay.
And the last item up is adjournment.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
And I second, and anyone present who's an appointee for boards and commissions, if you could come forward, I'd love to get a picture. Thank you.
Adjourned.